Hello and welcome, I'm Jason Bennett. It's the first preliminary final between the Sharks and Fremantle. It's all on the line. A coveted berth in the grand final is up for grabs, but it'll be an off-season of discontent for the team that falls short. Here come the teams. Joined by Kelly Underwood. Great to have you along, Cal. How do you see this one unfolding?
Pleasure to be here, Jason. I'm going to have to go with the Sharks. A home preliminary final, a week off, great form. Everything's pointing to them. It'll take something special to upset them today.
Thanks for that, Kelly. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss. We're ready for a start. Thompson, the winner there. McAvoy gets her hands on it early. Good for the confidence. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Strom palmed it down beautifully. Bowers absorbs the pressure. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Thompson on a lead. She's besieged. Kenny, this to open the scoring, and she does with a goal.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It hurts you on the scoreboard.
The Sharks have opened their account. Great ruck work. Walter knew the tackle was coming. Bowers reads the play so well. Griffin showing why she's such a good defender. What she got on offer. Rogers has found some space. Clever kick. Tucker lays it off. Moore couldn't keep it in. It'll be tossed back. Daniel Harford is with us. What do you make of this one, Harf?
There's a bit of niggle in this one early. A couple of players already unhappy with some attention off the ball.
Thompson gets her hand to it. Wade will be important as always. McAvoy working hard and presenting well. That's almost worth a kick. Moore can get it and go. It's one for the high flyers. Punched away. And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
It's been a fast-paced game of footy, both sides looking capable of scoring quickly.
Strom slaps it out. Kaufman, no easy exit. Heads for home. It's close. What does the goal umpire say?
That's a bit of a freebie. You can't afford to turn the ball over like that.
The Sharks are up for this. It's a great start. Strom gets her hand to it. Runnels looking to peg one back. Good disciplined defence. Caught some unwanted attention. They're all over them early. Thompson. Searching kick. That's an impressive mark.
They'll be off to a flyer if this goes through.
She hasn't kicked it very well. Great body work.
The Sharks have certainly looked the better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Touch and go.
Well, that was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Back into play. Oh my word! Up, up and away.
To extend the margin beyond 3 goals.
Struck it well. No problems there.
The Sharks are really attacking the contest and looking dangerous when they get the ball forward.
The Dockers really need to respond now. Strom wins the tap. Miller goes long. Punched away. Rogers. Griffin. She stopped in her tracks. A few hearts in mouths for a moment or two. Strom showing her skills. Bowers. Desperate defence. Cuthbertson. Miller. To open their account. Is it there?
It seemed like the defenders got a little bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Back into play. Quality delivery by foot. They'll bide their time. Holder. You can see their confidence growing. Kenny. Kicks to space. Takes the logical option. Wade. Anderson. Couldn't burst through. Goes for goal. Flirts with the post. Back into play. Bowers, all on her own. Hoping for a big contested grab. Marshall got a fist in. And we'll have a throw in.
Thoughts so far, Daniel?
The Dockers need to start moving the ball a bit more smartly here. They've made a few questionable decisions already.
Thompson with a deft tap. Wade, Butler. Oh, good tackle. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Strom got her palm to it. Miller. The team physios will be working overtime. Wheelstra normally delivers. This is great ball movement. Can she be the fire starter? No one can mark. Clean pickup. They're playing with purpose and composure. Thompson. Ignoring the corridor for now. Anderson. That's an aggressive handball. Wade, under pressure. Takes on the responsibility, just needs to finish, and finish she does.
She managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
The Dockers need to get one back soon. They're right on the edge here. Thompson wins the tap. Wade, crouch, solid tackle. This is promising. They've worked it well. It's a tough game. McAvoy running in support. They are running rings around them.
I'm not sure she's got the journey from there.
She'll back herself here. What can she do? She can kick an amazing goal.
If they keep getting this kind of supply, the scoreboard will get ugly.
We were expecting a good close game today, but so far it's been one-way traffic. Wheelstra with the tap. Closed her down towards full forward. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Webb sets sail for home and delivers.
I think they were worried more about a couple of others and left her unattended. She'll be delighted if they keep doing it.
Well, it's an understatement to say they needed that one. Thompson punches it out of the ruck. She's been busy so far. Outbodied her opponent and took a ripper.
The Sharks are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
She's a good set shot and she's buried that one.
If this league grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead though as we restart. Thompson wins it. She's set upon. Wade, McAvoy, Marshall, slick hands. Moore in the right spot. She should have the distance, but I'm not sure she has. Kenny marks and will surely convert.
To put the icing on the cake.
It's a goal.
She's looking ominous already. There might just be a big bag on offer today.
The Sharks have got a stranglehold on this match. Thompson wins it out of the centre. She's drawn a crowd. McAvoy, good thinking and good execution too. Is anyone home? Butler has found some space.
The Sharks have come to play and are threatening to open up a decent gap on the scoreboard.
There's the kick, and she's put it through.
That's her first, and it's unlikely to be her last. She's looking lively.
They're giving them a belting so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around. Wheelstra with the tap. East. Bowers couldn't get a disposal. Antonio. Veria. She's hit up the lead. It's a high kick, a real rainmaker. The great Spud Frawley would have loved that one. And out of play.
Down at ground level, half.
It's not always as simple as win more ball and win the match, but it looks that way today.
Who can get the clearance? It's no place for the faint-hearted. Thompson. She ran into a brick wall. Veria. It's a desperate tackle.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
They're leading them a merry dance. She's generally a good kick. Thompson on centre wing. They've worked it well. How's the entry? Seth tries to spike it out of the danger zone.
Dominating the disposal count doesn't always translate on the scoreboard, but it is today.
Wheelstra palmed it down beautifully. Bowers. Antonio. She's caught. Rue gathers at half back. She's so good in close. Butler gets to it first. That's a bruising tackle. They've bottled it up. Thompson gets her hand to it. McAvoy. She's run into trouble. Butler. Can they get another one? Defence 101 there. Gets her kick despite the heat. Seth with a chance to relieve the pressure. Doesn't often waste it. Holder clears the area. Veria, good handball. They've given it back. That's skillful. Tucker dishes it off. They've got winners all over the park. Seth runs onto it. Probing ball. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. The Sharks can smell blood. As Dennis would say, that kick was centimetre perfect. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. The Dockers might be able to start something. Manages to find a teammate. And they're away. That's a strong mark. Can she hit a target? Honours the lead. She might have thought about the corridor. Antonio has it at half forward. This will be their first entry for a while. Well played.
It would be an understatement to say they need this.
Has she got enough on it? It's there.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal. They got full reward for it.
Maybe there's a glimmer of hope, just a glimmer. Thompson wins it down. Butler trying to find a pathway through. McAvoy blasts away. The Sharks have been all over them so far. They've certainly thrown down the gauntlet. Time for a break. Time for some more insights from half on the boundary.
It's a big margin after just one quarter footy, and it's no wonder. Clearances, disposals, inside 50s, they're winning them all comfortably. The golfing class appears significant, and it would not surprise to see this turn into a rout.
I'm inclined to agree. Thanks, Half. Great ruck work. Butler. I don't think she meant to smother it. Wheelstra. Terrific tackle. Miller. Rogers wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. That's good vision. Gee, they're playing well. She just keeps racking up disposals. Step ladder time! Their ball movement has been impressive. Tucker. The Dockers guarding the corridor. The Sharks have winners everywhere. Can she find a teammate? This is a joy to watch.
Can she deliver? You back her more often than not.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
A case of too strong and too good. I don't think there was much more the defender could have done.
The Sharks showing why they were favourites to win this match. Rucks go at it. East. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Bowers. Not sure who that was meant for, but it's been picked off. She's besieged. Into the pocket she goes. Punched away. Marshall. She'll be sore tomorrow. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Thompson smashes it out of there. East. In towards goal. She's made the goal umpire work. She's off. Back into play. Marshall has found some space. A chance to clear now. Who's front and centre? East is a dynamo. Good kick. Miller on a lead. Towards the goal mouth. No one can mark. Antonio. Snap around the body. It's there.
Can that ignite them? They haven't been playing great football, but they're not out of this.
The Dockers are just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Thompson with the tap. Wade gets the kick away. Quality delivery by foot. Can she impose herself on the match? Moore gets to the front spot.
She's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Liked it off the boot. That's going close.
The Dockers are staring down the barrel. They need a big response, and they need it now.
The Sharks are looking irresistible. Thompson wins the tap. Here's a chance to get it forward. Wade met solidly. Squeezes the kick. Miller. She put herself in the line of fire. They'll be sore in the morning. That's a bit of a waste. The Sharks are playing some great footy. Thompson. The Dockers have denied them the corridor. Copped some unwanted attention. Marshall is released by the handball. She's done brilliantly. Punched away and out it goes.
Daniel, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The forwards can't be held responsible when the ball isn't getting down there. The midfielders must shoulder the blame.
Bowers takes the short option. Not the required 15 metres. Kicks to centre wing. The Sharks have all the answers. This might be a chance for the high flyers. No one can mark. Marshall going for her first. Franklin belts it clear.
Danger averted, frantic defence.
Back into play. If you don't wish to watch a replay, look away now.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked, but it's amazing how often players miss them.
Drop punt, that'll be a goal, never in doubt.
It eases the pressure on the forwards when you have midfielders chipping in.
The Dockers are looking down and out here. Thompson showing her skills. Walter, McAvoy, knew where the help was. Well done. She's going for home. And why wouldn't she with a finish like that?
The Sharks are going from strength to strength. Everything they touch turns to gold.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Strom, the winner there. Kaufman, Bowers, Runnels. This is promising. Punched away. Tie. It's a tough game. No free kick. They've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Thompson has had her measure today. Walter Anderson working hard and being rewarded. Feeds it out. McAvoy has it on a string. Tumbles a punt towards the boundary line. Boyd.
The Dockers are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets.
Strom palmed it down beautifully. Bowers, solid tackle. Cox, desperate to win it back. Boyd. They're hungry for more. No one can mark. Moore. Fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Kenny, one behind only.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Away she goes. Goes long from the kick-in. Little wonder they're getting belted with kicking like that. Boyd marks. That's hard to stop.
Well, just about everything else has worked for them today, so why not this too?
Going for her first. Thompson had her name written all over it.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
It's a goal.
It's one thing to be outclassed, but this is starting to get a real stench about it.
The Sharks look in the mood to dish out a real belting here. Thompson wins it. Wade, she's drawn a crowd. McAvoy, good thinking and good execution too. Clever handball. Moore, what can she do with it? Needs that to come back.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Right up the middle with the kick in. No one can mark. Moore heads for full forward. It's an exhibition in attacking football.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment and the other side's just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Looks good. She steered it through.
On the board with her first, that'll boost her confidence.
The Dockers need to lift here. They've been disappointing. Thompson wins the hit out. Wade crosses the arc. Uses the body well.
The Sharks continue to display a greater work ethic than their opponents despite having the game parcelled up.
Drop punt, looks good, and she's got it.
They want to get it in her hands as much as they can with finishing like that.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Strom palmed it down beautifully. Kaufman, was she taken high? McAvoy, Stannett gets in the way. Kicks inside the forward 50. Boyd, she's stopped in her tracks. The Sharks with a chance here. She's hit up the lead by hand. It's a desperate tackle. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The umpire gives her the benefit of the doubt. Thompson got her palm to it. Kaufman only knows one way. Throws it on the boot. No one can mark. Griffin, it's a dominant display. No one can mark. East bombs it in. Tie is hard to beat one-on-one.
It's not a gimme goal, but certainly one that should be kicked.
Going for her first. Punched away.
Rushed over and they can reset.
She's off. Griffin heads wide with the kick in. No one can mark and they see it out.
The Sharks are really on top in the clearances at the moment. If that continues, this match is only going one way.
Punched clear. McAvoy. No easy exit. Bowers. Oh, good tackle. Cox is calm in a crisis. Thought her way through it. Thompson, the Sharks, are doing as they please. They've opened them up here. That's come off the side of the boot. Cox. They're irrepressible at the moment. This is great ball movement. Delightfully done. Anderson. This will be another one. They can do no wrong.
A real opportunist goal there. She doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Dockers have been really disappointing. What a debacle it's been. Thompson has been dominant in the ruck. Butler, McAvoy. She is everywhere at the moment. Punched away. Franklin. Out wide with the kick. Cox belts it clear. Runnels. Her field kicking is normally first rate. Hyde. Onto it in a heartbeat. That might attract a pack. Griffin belts it clear. Cuthbertson. Bends it around the body. That's on target and through it goes.
Typical small forwards goal there. She's a real live wire inside 50.
We thought this might have happened, but we hoped it wouldn't. Great ruck work. East sets a task for the forwards. Cuthbertson has a way of drawing the footy.
The Dockers with a late chance.
Drop punt, and she has put it away.
Well, it's one thing to take the contested mark, but another to have the composure to finish off your good work.
The Dockers with 2 on the bounce. Thompson with a deft tap. It's a hot footy. McAvoy, Butler, they're playing like champions. The Sharks have winners everywhere. Who's at home? Strong grab. Takes a beauty.
She hasn't got her name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
To cap off a wonderful passage of play. Oh, that would have been a great team goal.
That's a waste. Like it's not close on the scoreboard.
Half-time, and the home fans are absolutely wrapped with what they've seen so far. It couldn't have gone much better. Time to check in with half.
The Dockers are putting their defenders under too much pressure. There's only so much they can do when the ball keeps coming in as it is. They simply must apply greater midfield pressure, and they might even start roving to the opposition's ruck.
Thanks for those observations, half, as we get back underway. Wheelstra wins it out of the centre. Miller. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? I've liked her game today. Got the handball away. Verrier. This will be close.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately the finish just let them down.
She's off. Back into play. Butler has found some space. She's kicked it high. Anderson. The Sharks look well drilled. Good looking kick. McDonald gets to the front spot. The Dockers are chasing tail. Great hands there.
This for number 3.
Kenny with 3 now.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The Sharks in this form would challenge anyone. Thompson wins the tap. Wade, it's no place for the faint-hearted. Looking to get it down there quickly. The Dockers under great pressure. Out of the congestion. Rue takes the hand pass. Well played, her vision was excellent. Picking their way through. It's been that kind of day for them. They're hungry today. Punched away. Walter. They'll be sore in the morning. The Sharks with a chance for a stoppage goal. Who can get the clearance? Bowers. She's set upon. Going at her first, and she's got it.
They're just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
The Dockers are having one of those days. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Thompson is giving her a bit of a bath. Wade, Walter. We're watching a very good side here. That's come off the instep.
It's a waste of a promising build-up.
What can they generate? Thumped away. Wade kicks to half forward. That'll be play on. She's under close attention.
The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
Playing for pride now. No one can mark. Tucker, it sits and she's in business.
Lots to analyse. Half, what stands out?
The Dockers are in damage control. They've been thoroughly outclassed, and I don't think they had any inkling it was coming.
Walter, Marshall. She'll be sore tomorrow. Wade, Butler. She just dropped it. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite them. Wheelstra, Kaufman. Terrific tackle. East. That might have been dropping the ball. Bowers. It's not the best kick. Has she done enough? Back into play. Butler working hard and being rewarded. She doesn't waste many. Marshall read it well and claims the mark. They're toying with them now. Kenny. The Dockers have no answers. Towards half forward with the kick. Anderson. They're cutting them to ribbons. Outbodied her opponent and took a ripper.
That was great use of the body. She's so hard to beat in those situations.
Three in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
The Sharks having a good third turn. Strom palmed it down beautifully. Miller turns it over in the middle. Penetrating ball. Punched away. Moore lurking dangerously. She's already got one. Now she's got two.
She's a terrific asset with her pace and skills, and that was another example.
The Sharks go on their merry way. Thompson has had her measure today. Wade, Butler. Can she get a kick away? Stannett. She ran into a brick wall. Strom. The Dockers should score here. Tie. They badly need a goal, and she delivers.
They've got to find a way to get her into the game. We know how damaging she can be.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. Strom punches it out of the ruck. Miller cops some unwanted attention. Kaufman, Antonio. It's hard to find a winner for them today. Griffin belts it clear. She's got it.
She's full of energy, never more so than when she's just kicked a goal. She loves it more than most.
The Dockers having a good patch. Thompson wins the tap. Butler, Wade. It's a high ball. Punched away. Franklin. Terrific forward pressure. It's a goal.
So often she provides great energy for them up front, and she's done it again.
The Sharks are giving them an absolute belting. Thompson, the winner there. Walter delivers it inside 50. No one can mark. You can never question her commitment. She's got it.
The Dockers are all at sea trying to defend them. They're scoring almost at will.
Well, that's one lopsided looking scoreboard. Strom gets her hand to it. Kaufman, she's besieged. Cox runs onto it. What she got on offer? It's an exhibition in attacking football.
The Sharks have been ruthless today. It's been an awesome performance.
That won't make the distance. No one can mark.
Taking no chances there.
Back into play. Quality delivery by foot. Searching kick. No one can mark. Tucker. Going for territory. No one can mark. McDonald. That's a bruising tackle. And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
Lots to analyse, Daniel. What stands out?
The Sharks are giving their forwards better supply, and those forwards are making it count on the scoreboard.
Butler attracted a crowd. McDonald. Desperate defence. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Rucks go at it. Butler from the pocket. Looks good. Is good.
The Dockers must respond. They've coughed up 3 in a row.
The Sharks are playing superb footy at the minute. Can they keep it going? Strom gets her hand to it. She'll certainly feel that one. They've put themselves under pressure. Thompson in the middle. That will work. Anderson has 2 today, and you can make it 3.
The Sharks just keep hitting the scoreboard. 8 goals for the quarter now.
The Dockers have been really disappointing. It's a triple-figure margin. Thompson has been dominant in the ruck. Wade, McAvoy. What a game she's having. That's an impressive mark.
They just haven't had an answer for her, nor for many of her teammates, to be fair.
She's normally dependable, and she is this time.
They produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Dockers are having a nightmare. Strom palmed it down beautifully. They've got a good understanding, those two. Drives it inside the forward 50. It's a poor entry, a waste really. Some indirect ball movement here. The Sharks have winners everywhere. Goes very wide. Holder. Goes long. Thumped away. Webb. Clever kick. Miller. Heads towards half forward. Good disciplined defence. It's a tough game. Brilliant tackle. They are cracking in hard. Great ruck work. Wade How will the umpires see this? Dealt with the pressure. Webb runs onto it. Couldn't keep it in. It'll be tossed back.
The Dockers simply have to find ways to get the ball inside 50 more often.
Thompson palmed it down beautifully. McAvoy. Wade. They've got time to put the kettle on. Punched away. Pugh. Bangs it long. No one can mark. Cox. Crunching tackle. Butler. She's run into trouble. Kicks inside the forward 50. Great body work.
The Sharks are keen to make the absolute most of this, and why not?
She doesn't miss many of these, and she hasn't missed that one.
They're really opening them up, and right now they have no answers to the onslaught.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger this margin might get. Thompson, the winner there. Wade, McAvoy, does well under pressure. Good thinking and good execution too. Cox, they've picked their way through. Moore, marks, that's hard to stop.
She hasn't missed yet. Can she keep a clean sheet?
She's got 2 already. Punched away. Strom, she's wrapped up and will have a throw in.
Normally the instruction would be to slow things down late in the quarter, but they might fancy another goal here.
Strom showing her skills. Kenny, Moore. She's got it.
3 goals straight, and she's certainly making the most of her opportunities.
Underway once more. Strom with a deft tap. Good ruck work. Good roving too. Bowers. That's a turnover. Quick kick towards centre half forward. Honours the lead. Moore feeling the heat. Whatever she's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Kenny wins the contest hands down.
She'll expect to convert this.
We know she's a quality finisher, and that is more evidence.
Terrific goal there. She's so dangerous in front of the sticks.
The Sharks have been magnificent, but they haven't had much opposition, to be fair. Punched clear. Wade. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? Miller wins the tough ball. Rue has it within range.
It'll take her best, but we've seen her do it before.
Going for her first. The Sharks have been magnificent. I'm not sure anyone could stop them in this mood. Now for some analysis from half.
The Dockers will feel like they're stuck in a nightmare. To be trailing by a triple-figure margin with a quarter still to play is beyond demoralising. They'll struggle to take anything at all out of this match. It's almost like something you've seen in a video game.
Thanks, half, as we get going again. Thompson has rucked tirelessly. Walter, here's the vital kick inside the 50. Strong grab, takes a beauty.
They're still hungry, even with the game put to bed. That's a sign of a very good side.
Struck it well, no problems there.
The Dockers have been uncompetitive at times today, and the review will be an uncomfortable one. Trust me, I've been there.
The Sharks have the first of the last quarter. Strom, the winner there. Miller will keep coming. East, Verrier, fighting hard. Who is she aiming for? She's hit up the lead.
She has not managed to find the middle yet. She should do so here.
They desperately need a goal. She should kick it, but she hasn't.
She'll be disappointed with that, but she'll back herself to make amends if she gets a chance.
Griffin with the footy. They are a pleasure to watch. Normally delivers. Anderson. Great vision there. Holder. Heads towards the half-forward flank. Uses the body well. She stopped in her tracks.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
That's skillful. Butler belts it clear and out of play.
Daniel, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The Sharks might be in front, but there's room for improvement with their kicking. They've been sloppy at times.
Walter navigated the traffic. The Dockers have won it back. Verrier under pressure. Good build-up. Met solidly. The umpire will have it. Thompson is giving her a bit of a bath. McAvoy. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? They're playing with purpose and composure. Webb is a real pocket rocket. Got to get it out of there. It's one for the high flyers. Time for the Crummers to go to work. East. Bowers. Looking to peg one back. Punched away. Rogers. Doesn't often waste it. We're watching a very good side here. Ignoring the corridor for now. McAvoy. Wade can run and carry. Anderson. They've got winners all over the park. Butler is in the clear and marks uncontested.
It's a big margin and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
That will go close. I tell you what, it's better than close. It's a goal.
The Sharks have been wonderful, obviously, but you have to feel sorry for their opposition. They've been obliterated.
The Dockers won't want to reflect on this one for too long. Wheelstra wins it out of the centre. Runnels inside 50 with the kick. Griffin with the big fist. Holder. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. It's online. Will it have the carry? It's a goal.
There's something for their fans to enjoy in what's been a disappointing day.
Back in the middle. Wheelstra with the tap. Kaufman. She'll be sore tomorrow. Bowers. Not a lot of space to work in. McAvoy runs onto it. Thompson. Gee, they're playing well. Incisive handball. That's good, aggressive football. Takes on the responsibility. Just needs to finish. And finish she does.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball is coming down with such regularity?
The Sharks are irrepressible. What a day this is turning into for them. Wheelstra punches it out of the ruck. Kaufman, Bowers, Rue. Had some assistance. It's a desperate tackle. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Thompson has had her measure today. They've got good chemistry, those two. That was almost handed to her. Runnels on a lead.
She'll fancy her chances.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
They dodged a bullet there. They mightn't be so lucky next time.
This could be trouble. She comes over the top and holds on. They are a delight to watch. Boyd. She ran into a brick wall. Bad error there. Kenny under pressure. Anderson. Into the pocket she goes. Defence 101 there. McDonald does the crumbing. Desperate defence. The umpire calls for the football close to goal. Thompson palmed it down beautifully. Bowers. Verrier. This is promising. They cannot keep her quiet. Kaufman with a chance to run. The Dockers might be able to start something. The great Spud Frawley would have loved that one.
Lots to analyse, Daniel. What stands out?
The Sharks are leading the clearance count comfortably. If that continues, then this margin will only grow.
Crouch. Inside 50 with the kick. Punched away. Knew the tackle was coming. Snap around the body. It's there.
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement. The Sharks with the past 2 goals.
Wheelstra palmed it down beautifully. Kaufman, quality delivery by foot. Great play. Bowers working hard and being rewarded.
She doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this one would pose any problems.
Bowers has one already. Now it's two.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they got full reward for it.
Away we go once more. Thompson wins the hit out. It's no place for the faint-hearted. They're leading them a merry dance. Couldn't burst through. McDonald curls it around. This is a chance. It's a big chance.
5 goals for the quarter, and these forwards are certainly earning their money.
Strom smashes it out of there. Miller, Runnels, Wheelstra moving the football laterally. Holder read it well. They'll bide their time. The Sharks have winners everywhere. Probing ball. Cox. That's good work rate. She might have thought about the corridor. Manages to find a teammate. They're running rings around them. Crouch. It's become a training drill. Tucker. The Sharks continue to do as they wish. Punched away and out it goes.
Some of the transition footy has been fantastic. You wouldn't want to be a defender on a day like this.
Great ruck work. Bowers. They'll contest in the centre square. Step ladder time! Bit of a nothing kick. They could be vulnerable here. Can she hit a target? Tucker on centre wing has marked. The Dockers have denied them the corridor. Cox delivers it inside 50. Punched away. Moore. That could be a goal-saving tackle. Tucker. It's there.
Well, what more can you say? We're running out of superlatives.
The Dockers won't like to see the review of this one. Thompson has been dominant in the ruck. Wade should be in the votes today. The Sharks are playing some great footy. Kenny sets sail for home and delivers.
They might want to tighten up on her. They gave her too much space on that occasion, and she made the most of it.
The Dockers would love to start this game again. Strom wins the tap. Antonio, she's besieged. Webb. Fantastic tackling technique there. Strom, the winner there. Kaufman gets the kick away. Griffin tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Tucker closed her down. The Sharks are white hot at the moment. Thompson, their ball movement has been impressive. Crouch delivers to centre half forward. Good thinking and good execution too. Key contest coming up. No one can mark.
It's soul-destroying to be beaten by triple figures, and it looks like they've been consigned to that fate today.
Strom with a deft tap. She put herself in the line of fire. The Dockers under great pressure. She's got it.
The Sharks are going from strength to strength. Everything they touch turns to gold.
What a result. They'll be delighted with this. Thompson wins the hit out. They're going hammer and tong. Wade, she's drawn a crowd. Antonio, it's a hot footy. Runnels, Strom. Can she find a teammate? Punched away.
Daniel, what's caught your eye?
It's not always as simple as win more ball and win the match, but it looks that way today.
Thompson with the tap. Crouch bobs up in the back pocket. Dangerous place to turn it over. It's dropped short, but it matters not.
She's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
It's a goal.
The Dockers have obviously had a tough day, but that was better play.
This has been a real belting. Can they paper over a few cracks late? Strom wins the hit out. East. They'll be sore in the morning. And we'll do it all again. Strom palmed it down beautifully. East feeling the heat. Ball spills free in the tackle. That's disappointing play. Dishes it off. This is great pressure footy. They're going nowhere and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Thompson showing her skills. East. Verrier. She's normally better than that. She's wrapped up. She's got support. Walter. She's so good in close. Cops some unwanted attention. Strom. This might be a chance for the high flyers. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. And they're away. Boyd. Can they get something going? Cox. Thompson wins it. McAvoy. She's set upon. She's run into trouble. Boyd. Anderson marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
I wouldn't put this past her. I've seen her do it before.
It'll take her best. Not looking likely. A behind.
The way they've kicked a goal today, you wouldn't have been surprised if that had gone through too.